Welcome back, United Tykes Network. As always, I'm your host, Tommy Glover. We got a good game coming up. Two 10U teams. First time I get to get my eyes on them this season. All right, man. We be doing something crazy. All right, we back. Malachi, that's their player. He's one of them guys. Ex Georgia Packer dancing in the end zone. Malachi Williams, one of the better players at the age group, no matter what team he's on. Sometimes the refs be super confused, like they don't understand the rules. Up the middle, no good. All right, I think they got it together now. You know what I'm saying? All right, they got it right. First play went off already, so they had to let it continue like that. That's why I was trying to catch them before they started. But everything live out here. Don't come out here trying to tell the refs that you don't want to punt. If you are over 8 and up, you got to kick the ball, man. You got to kick the ball. We're in regular season. Special teams is the third phase of the game. You got to kick that ball. Shout out to Middle Georgia Power, whole organization coming up here in force today. 10U, 12U, 8U, all will be in action today. Decent kick. Okay. Fielded by 00. He's a player. out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of the Goats. See the difference? Instead of just sitting there starting on the 25 or the 30, you really got to perform the action of kicking and returning the ball. They were able to get a great return, starting field position at the 48-yard line. Real football, man. Good run. He's one of them dudes. Braylon Atkinson, that's him. Injury on the play. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Handoff. Good tackle by number 1. Timeout. Middle Georgia Power. They want to talk about it. All right. Rolls out. Oh, wow. Butt naked he was. Still on his feet. That man was wide open. Close to the end zone. I think that was Kylan Scott on the reception. It was 13 or 18 or Lawrence Glee. on that big catch. Hand off to 00. Can he get in there? He's running tough, and that is a touchdown. Middle Georgia Power is on the board. The all-important conversion coming up. All right, let's see if Middle Georgia Power can get in there. Hand out to 00. He's to the edge. He's in there. That's good. Braylon Atkinson again. And Power takes the lead, 8-6. Look to be two very explosive offenses here today. Look to be a high-scoring affair. It's 8-6. And it's 5:29 left in the first. Baby Bird Gang, SRT 6U has started on field 3. 0-0 game up there right now, but Baby Bird Gang's on the move. Field 1, Gresham and 404 about to start up as well. 7U. Taking the field now. Good pop kick. Took a little roll. Oh, he jabbed it. That's power ball. Caught it off the tip drill. The pride of Warner Robins. They are fired up. Shout out to the entire Middle Georgia Power organization. Always come out support in full force. Handoff, good run. Atkinson again on the carry. He has been the best weapon so far, but I know they have multiple over there. That guy with that Roman numeral 3, Austin Mombler as well. Cedric Ivory, X. They got some dogs over there at Middle Georgia Power. Coach told me they're going to come out and execute today. Real deal GOATs want to talk about it. After the turnover on the kickoff, they're like, hey, man, we got to settle down and get some things together, try to get these people off the field. But that's why I say it's important, all three phases of the game. This is why kicking is included. And you see the difference. That was 2 kicks. One was returned over the 50-yard line, advantage to the offense. Another one, an errant fumble on the receiving team, and is advantageous for the defense to recover. But these things don't happen if you don't kick the ball. All right, here we go. Power on the move, second and about 3. He just let it go, but nobody was there. Bring up third down and about 4 for the Power. Let us know how we looking out there. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Warner Robins versus Cartersville right here. This is basically what this is. Uh-oh, ball on the ground. Aaron snap recovered by Atkinson, but that'll take you back. That brings up 4th and almost 15 for Power. Three minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 4th and 15. Power. Complete. Not enough for the first down. Turnover on downs. Real deal GOATs will take over. Decent starting field position at the 38-yard line. 37. Good stop up front by 0. Chaston Walker. All right. 2:29 remaining in our first quarter. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the GOATs. If he can get to the edge, that's going to be the one, but good tackle. First down. I'm tripping. They're killing me. Woo! Good tackle. Ball on the ground, recovered by the power. Number 5, Braden Burdett. That's my fault earlier. Number 00 is Montario McKenzie. I was reading 12U roster. That's my fault. Number 00 is Montario McKenzie. Number 0 is Deontay Burnham Jr. Number 1 is Chase West. Number 13 is Caleb Watkins. Number 18 is Dalen Grayer. It's because I had mistaken their names. Apologize. Roman number 3 is Carter Ingram. Montario McKenzie on the carry again. He's been very dominant so far. Power coming out the huddle, but that'll be the end of the first quarter. Power on top, 8-6. We'll be right back after this. All right, on the backfield, Baby Bird Gang on the carry. We'll be back up to give you some coverage in a little bit. Hand off to X. He gets out of it. He's going to reverse his field. Bad idea. Loss of about 10 on the carry for Kingsley Bailey. Big 18 is Dalen Grayer. He is a massive 10-year-old. Bigger than our white hat almost. Roll out, under pressure, lets it go. Good catch. Still got that ball. That is enough for a first down. The boy they call Snoop, Montario McKenzie, having it his way right now. First and 10, Power. 6:30 remaining in the half. Rolling out. They're on him. almost back to the original line of scrimmage. He had to hustle to get there. All right. Power back under center. Nothing. Kingsley Bailey ate up in the backfield again. Big 51. Is that Knowles? Yeah, familiar faces in different places. Goats should be pretty solid. Now that I see what they've picked up, pieces they've added, they should be a solid 10U. This is a very good matchup that we put together right here. Roll out, keeps it. Oh, wow. Doing his little Michael Vick impersonation. Shout out, Coach Vick. Number 5, Braden Burdett on the scramble. Picked up almost 10, but not enough for the first down. They still need a long 3 to get that first. Terrio didn't get far. Power was short. Good stand by the Goats. 8-6 ball game. 2:30 and counting in the half. Only thing Goats may be lacking is depth up front. A lot of guys going both ways. We'll see how that pans out. He gets around the edge, contained. Blaine Davis and Montario McKenzie on the tackle. All right. Next game scheduled to start at noon. Moving ahead to schedule right now. Keeper by the quarterback. He's working very hard just to get hit a bunch of times. Sheesh. Hard for him to get outside. Expressing frustration. Body language is the first thing we see as coaches. How do you react to things? Get your head back in the game, young man. They need you. Can't be frustrated about situations like that. 3rd and about 7 upcoming for RDG. Malachi trying to make it to the edge. He will not. He is absorbing a lot of punishment right now, trying to go left to right. I don't think that's the answer. Got to put your foot in the ground, get north to south. Middle Georgia Power has speed as well. Very good tacklers. Goats want to talk about it. Middle Georgia Power defense holding tough. Timeout, 4th down. There's only 9 seconds remaining in the half. First game of the day. Shout out Southside Smack Boys, 1K University. Big win, 30-0 over Twin City Outlaws. Looking like the class of the 5U division right now. I'm almost about to take any takers on who got a better 5U. I'm probably going to have to see it in person. All I know, some Alabama teams got some things to say about that down there. What's up, Municipal? Inslee. Can't wait to see you guys. Bessemer, MBK. We in Montgomery next weekend. There they're going, trying to get Malachi again to the edge. But again, it is strung out. He's still on his feet. He's working too hard not to get much at all. And that'll be your half. Middle Georgia Power on top of RDG, 8-6. We'll be back after the half. All right, we're back. United Tykes Network. Game 2 of the day over on this field. They got a good one going up on field 3. 12-6 BBG on top of SRT Boys 6U up there. The baby brothers of national champions 7U SRT Boys. I seen Coach K and them up there early today trying to get that right. On the backfield, on field 1, waiting on the score count of 7U Gresham, 7U 404 Bulls. That game started at 10:30 as well. Over here, Middle Georgia Power 10U is up right now, 8-6, 2-point conversion. The difference in this game, Malachi Williams touchdown, Montario McKenzie touchdown, 2-point conversion. All right, Goats will kick off. All right, we're on the way. Oh, he's rolling. That is the way you start a second half. Barring any flags. Touchdown, Deontay Burnham Jr. Keeper. He's in there. Conversion good as well. Power on top, 16-6 now. Baby Bird gang. Look like they're to the house again back there. Number 1, he's a great athlete. There's a lot of bumblebees on him. Baby Bird gang now up 18-6 on the backfield. Right before half, 36 seconds left in the half. Up on SRT, 18-6. Definitely got home run hitters back there. Hey, one thing for sure, two things certain, the football guys are never wrong. 14, nice looking receiver too. Big kid, real long. I want to see if the GOATs are going to start putting the ball in the air. Extra point good back there, baby Bird gang. 20-6 now. False start. All right. Don't fall apart now, GOATs. This is what happens to teams that are newly together. Got to learn to bond together. Don't turn on each other when mistakes happen. Hand out, Malcolm out the middle, nothing. I don't think that's the answer right now. I think the GOATs got to put the ball in the air. They got good receivers, talent on the outside. You got to try to get them one-on-one matchups because up front, you're not doing anything with that defensive line. Now, they got 2 zeros over there. I don't know which one is Deontay Burnham Jr. And another flag. And he's walking a long way. That's 15. Bonehead play. Don't need that right now. We do not need these things. Got to stay focused. That's 12 on the field. Hey, coaches, y'all got to count y'all players. That ain't even on the kids. That's on the coaches. But I tell you one thing. 0 and that 54. In that middle, Sammy Young the third. Ain't been nothing really sledding up the middle of that. GOATs 5 wide. That makes sense now. Try to get you some. Oh, man, but he's under pressure, and down he goes again. Who is that? There he goes. Out of that pile, arises 54. Sammy Young the third, he said, Coach, I ain't tired. You better leave me right here where I am, looking like a baby Warren Sapp, disrupting anything in the middle of that defense. Got home for the sack that time. All right, they platooning him out. And here comes another big dog. 21 Zachary Tolles in the game. And Gavin White. See what you got up front. 2 new D tackles. Decent run, but not much. It is 2nd and forever. Now 3rd and almost as far as forever. Five minutes and 19 seconds left in the third. Power up by 2 scores now, 16-6. The very important 2-point conversions. College football rules here, all conversions are 2. Put them up by 10 points, 2 scores right now. GOATs scored first, and then this is what we got going on now. They have to figure it out. If it hasn't been a big play from Malachi, they have to figure out other things to do. All right, back to the 5 wide set. O-line got to hold up. He takes off. 4th and coach even trying to look see how far it is. 4th and about 20. 4. 25. 4th and 25. Me, I'm punting the ball. It's hard to get 25 yards. You know what I'm saying? And the way Middle Georgia Power is playing, You don't want to get them the ball on this side of the 50 right now. Kick the ball, put them over there a little bit. Even if you kick 30 yards. Get it to the other side, flip the field, let y'all play some good defense. If you don't get this, it's almost time to cancel Christmas. Snoop is playing safety too, Montario McKenzie, so I don't know. I think they're pretty much prepared for what's coming. And if he can get away from that, oh, wow. It don't matter. Valiant effort, but not enough. That was a long way to run. Turnover on downs. Middle Georgia Power takes over. Great starting field position at their own 45-yard line. All right, now a lot of pressure on this Goats defense. Need a stop right now. Snoop again. Terrio McKenzie. And if you didn't know him, you know him now. One of the best athletes at the 10U age group, Montario McKenzie, the kid they call Snoop. Middle Georgia, you got you one. Well, it's getting bad fast. (22-6) now. 2-point conversion could put the Power up by 18 with under 3 minutes remaining in the third. On this episode of Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. .250 and counting. Let's see what's going on. Rolls out. Keeps it. And Fever is in the end zone. 24-6 now. It's going to get worse before it gets better if the Goats do not come together as a team. I warn people all the time, it's hard to just put talent together and make it a team. You got to develop that chemistry. And I say it all the time in youth football. It's all football. Well, not when you get older, but youth football. You need 3 forms of chemistry. You need team chemistry between your players. You need coaching chemistry between your staff where they respect each other's opinion and they don't feel scared to voice their opinion. And third, you need parental chemistry. You don't need cancers in your locker room. You don't need that I, me, first attitude. You need to get everybody to buy into the team concept and your child playing wherever we need your child to play to be a team player and make us the best unit possible and hopefully win a championship. But it's hard to get all 3 forms of those chemistry together. But the great teams usually have them, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids got to get along, love each other, and want to fight for each other. Coaches got to respect each other, and as well as the parents. You got one of them teams where it's just a bunch of different cliques of parents, I guarantee that team going to fall apart. All right, 24-6. Powell kick. The ball's on the ground again. Sheesh. What can go wrong will go wrong, I guess. But recovered by the Goats. Good start field position, though. Silver lining. if you're going to do anything, start from here. You Middle Georgia Power over there getting ready. Up next against defending national champions, OG Boys. Should be a good one. All right, man. 1:59 remaining in the third. Middle Georgia Power firmly on top. Uh-oh. Good run by Malachi. Enough for the first down. Picked up 11. He's been their only real weapon today. This is a situation where I think that you're asking him to do a lot, though. He has to do a lot here. "58 seconds and counting." Ooh. Well, I see a couple really talented kids I know here that probably one of the best running backs. If you haven't heard of him, national championship game, MVP, Carson Smiley last year. Douglasville Tire Cuz, he is a man amongst boys. Good run by one. He could be out of there. Knocked out at the 12. Is it the 12? Maybe about the 15. And at the end of your third quarter, Middle Georgia Power 24, Real Deal Goats 6. We'll see you back for the fourth quarter after the break. All right. Fourth quarter action. Real Deal Goats. False start on the offense. Goats going in the wrong direction. All right, first and long. Cuts up the middle. That's not the place to go. That's where the big guys are. And right now, Middle Georgia Power, the middle of that defensive line is a problem. Uh-oh, he gets outside. Not for long. That'll be frustrating. All right. Play is in. Third and about 12 for the RDG. Ball on the ground. They got it back off the botched handoff. Now fourth down. Fourth down, 12 upcoming for RDG. Middle Georgia Power firmly on top. 24-6. 7:30 remaining. Moving on time, 11:22. Next game will start at noon. Defending national champs, Douglasville Tiger Cubs OG boys versus Middle Georgia Power 12U. Should be a great football game. I think Middle Georgia Power has something to say at the 12U division this year. First time we're going to get a good look at them. Last time somebody defaulted, we had a kickoff and a play on defense, and it was over. So glad that they could come back out and get some good work today against the defending national champions, Douglasville Tiger Cubs. Should be a good one. Kai Williams in the house. One of the better receivers at the age group as well. Also get to see one of my favorite quarterbacks at the age group, R.J. Harris, the rifleman. One of the prettiest balls you will see. All right, 4th and 13. Let's see what the Goats can get done. Cuts up the middle. Nowhere close to being enough. Nowhere close to being enough. That's your 4th and 13 call. Turnover on downs. Middle Georgia Power take over. Think they just got to get a little bit more creative with the Goats, a little bit more practice time, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they can gel. But right now, I don't think anything's going in their direction. 7:03 and counting in this one. My wayward cameraman, Chris Neesmith, Sr. in here. So I guess you working today. What you doing? Field? Amelia on the field? What you doing? You filming? Oh, you want to film? Dre was trying to put you somewhere else. I want some filming. So you want to do this next game? All right, give me 2 over here. Give me 5 seconds. I got you. I ain't even had to erase it. It's right there, sitting on the windowsill. It was only 7 gigabytes on there. So I know you can do whatever you're doing today and it still be on there. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man, he is wide butt booty naked open, and that is it. Cancel Christmas, baby. If you fall asleep, that's a knockout punch right there. Middle Georgia Power 10U putting on a show right now. 30-6 over RDG. Can you feel me? The pride of Warner Robins. $30-6. 5:30 remaining. Started out a little rocky for Middle Georgia Power, but Coach told me before game, we're going to come out here and execute. And since that point, they have 30 unanswered. Statement. Well, Middle Georgia Power, I think you guys are ready for Division I. No question about that. Snap to 5, jet sweep to 10. Nobody's there except him. In the end zone, all alone. Middle Georgia Power continuing to celebrate and have it their way. 32-6 now. And for those of you guys that do not know, Middle Georgia Power is a 9U and 10U together. They play split football down there, 6U, 8U, 10U, 12U. So this is a group of 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds with a 7:31 age cutoff. Whereas in Georgia and Alabama, the majority of our travel teams are 7-1. This is actually a very young unit right here. Impressive. .324 and counting now. The clock will run. 32 unanswered for the Power. Player of the game, not really in question. 00 Monterio, Snoop McKenzie. Welcome to the big leagues, young man. If they didn't know you before, they know you now. Kick covered by the Goats. 2:52 and counting. All right, look. $12-3. 12-3. Them 2 joints. That's all I want, 2. Douglasville, Middle Georgia Power, 12U, and then Coach G and them play the Hammy Boys at 1:30, 8U. That one going to be crazy. Because that's a top 10 match. You know Douglasville won national last year, and then they're going to play Middle Georgia Power over there. They probably tough at 12 this year, too. This one right here. I want, yeah, both right here. That's what I'm saying. I can put you here because they got somebody else. I think they got up close, up top on field 3 for right now. And then I don't know what Emilio got going on his field. Somebody got to keep their eye on Emilio, man. You know what I'm saying? With the first UTN shirt ever on. Hey, Chris, the red, white, and blue fell off. He got the first UTN shirt ever. I'll get you some. Hold on. All right, can he get to the edge? Absorbing a lot of punishment today. 1:30 remaining in the game. Middle Georgia Power on top. 32-6. 1 minute, 14 seconds remaining. Real deal GOATs. You got some film you can go look at when y'all get home. Go over some things. Try to look at some adjustments and which direction you want to go moving forward, but at least you got some good film to look at and address the issues. Need to hurry up if they're going to get any other type of playoff today. Come here, young. Hold on, right there. You're acting like you're from McEachern. Hold on. He's running to the edge. The Bumblebees was on him. He ran out of bounds. That'll probably be the last play of your game. Final score, Middle Georgia Power 32. Real deal GOATs